Hi, welcome back to Your Courageous Core with me, Stacy Johnson. We're going to get started. So just like last week, we're going to start finding the muscles just underneath here, just underneath the belly button. So let's go ahead and work through finding that sensation, and then we'll begin our exercises, okay? So come to laying on your mat or the carpet or the floor at your house. Bring your knees to open, bottom of your feet together. Bring your hands to the low belly. Notice that space in between the mat and the back. Take a nice full inhale. And as you exhale, press your feet together, low back into the mat. Exhale. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Notice my low back. Inhale. Press it into the floor. Exhale. Lower it down, hold it here and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your knees together. Come to the right side and help yourself up to seated. Okay, so our first exercise is going to be a boat pose. So make sure the sitting bones are pressed firmly into the floor. All right. Lift your chest up and recline back. All right. Lift your feet off the mat. Maybe you keep your hands on the floor, and I'll do that for the first one. We're going to hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to lower down. Make sure your low back is pressed firmly into the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze your glutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come up. This time I'm going to release my hands towards the sky, and I'm going to hold it here for 10, 9, 8, long neck, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now low boat. Press the low back firmly into the mat. Squeeze your glutes. Point your toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and come up. We're going to hold it here. And now we're going to crunch the knees in towards the chest. And I want you to imagine really squeezing the low belly. Maybe you're trying to squeeze a piece of fruit. You're trying to make it explode. So you're going to put the fruit right here in between the belly and the legs. And we're going to crunch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's release to the floor. Just as we began, bring the knees to open and just feel the release in the transverse abdominis muscles. Maybe you want to rock side to side. Yeah. All right. So laying on your back, lift your legs up, flex your feet. So before we do anything, I would just want you to notice the low back pressed into the floor, all right? Belly button squeezing in towards the spine, okay? Place your hands on the floor. We're going to lower down the left leg first and let it hover over the mat. Here we go. Keep the feet active and flexed, and we're going to hold it here and pulsate for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg back up. Let's start now with the right leg. Lower it and let it hover for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Do it again. Lower down the left leg. Let it hover for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Other side. Lower it and let it hover for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your legs back up. Bring the knees in and open up the legs. Rock side to side. Release the low back a bit. Yeah. Now, let's extend the legs back up the wall yet again. And this time, we're going to bring our knees in towards the chest, just like we did in boat pose. We're going to try to squeeze that fruit in between the thighs and the tummy. So we're going to come right here, and then we're going to exhale the legs out and let them hover. Bring them back in and let them extend. Do it again. Crunch the legs in, extend the legs out. Crunch the legs in, extend the legs out. If you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, lift the arms off the mat, lift the shoulders and head, extend the knees in towards the chest, and then out and let them hover. Bring them in, let them hover over you. Bring the knees in, let them hover. Bring the knees in, extend them upwards. Let's do it a couple more times. Bring the knees in, hover, in, extend, in, and hover. Don't forget to breathe in, extend. Hold it here and crunch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Extend the arms, extend the legs, take a full body stretch. We are not done yet, but we are in fact finished with our laying down portion. So come to the right or left side, help yourself up. All right. We're going to come into plank on our forearms, okay? So plank on your forearms is incredibly strengthening of the shoulders and the core muscles. But if you have sore wrist, weak wrist, you're trying to work through that a little bit, coming to the forearms is perfect. You're still getting the incredible benefits of everything that a regular plank has to offer. So let's start there. So I'm going to bring my forearms to the floor, okay? I'm going to extend my legs, all right? Now, I want you to notice my hips. We don't want to do this, all right? Tuck the tail in, low back up against an imaginary floor, all right? Hands are pressed firmly, your gaze is forward, and we're gonna bring our body weight forward over the toes. Here we go, a couple times, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, squeeze your glutes. 7, squeeze your belly. 8, 9, and 10. Come back to plank. We're going to take our right leg to the right side for 1. There's 2. There's 3. Keep your upper body still. There's 4. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's rest. Yeah, come to the belly, bring a cheek to the floor, rock your hips side to side. Now, if you need a little bit extra stretch in the belly, take your hands by the breastbone and just lift up a little bit, squeezing your booty, pressing your heart upwards so you get a good stretch in the abdominal area. Yeah. Lower down. Take a second. Take a moment. And we're going to do the same thing we just did, but on our hands. So not the forearms this time. We're going to do regular plank on the hands. If you found that that same version on the forearms is enough for you, stick with it. Let's do one more round and then we'll be finished. So coming to a plank pose, making sure that your plank doesn't look like this, all right? Or your plank doesn't look like this. If your plank looks like that, coming to the knees for now is good, and staying here while we do this next exercise. So we're gonna lean over the toes, reaching our head forward. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, squeeze your glutes, 7, 8, I'm losing count, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna do this next one facing the camera in a different angle so you can see what my legs are doing. So I'm gonna come into plank. I'm gonna start with the right leg and I'm gonna take it out and bring it in. Take it out, bring it in. Here's 2, here's 3, 4, 5, there's 5, sorry I was off on my counting. Here's 6, 7, yeah, here we go, couple more. 8, 9, I know I did more than 10, and 10. Doing this, you want to try to keep the upper body still while the lower body is moving. So you've got control in the shoulders, strength in the shoulders, you're getting strength in the core, not only the front, but remember we talked about the back also being an extension of the core. It goes all the way around. So when you find more strength and stability in this area, you are increasing your benefit of the low back. You're not going to hurt your low back as easily. Your quads are going to strengthen, your knees are going to strengthen, your IT band is going to strengthen because everything is connected. When I used to be a runner, I never did anything besides running. And over time, yes, I had cardiovascular strength, but my knees completely gave out because I had not developed any of the muscles around because I just didn't know. So take it from somebody who has made mistakes in their body and in their workouts and make sure you gain a strong core area. Continue to do these exercises with me. I'll see you back here next week. Namaste.